Welcome, pilot. To begin your career, choose a starting location.
Hello folks, I'm Sebastian from Simulation Daily. Today we'll take a look at the very beginning of the career mode in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. This footage was recorded at a preview event hosted by Microsoft in Arizona. Keep in mind that this is an early build, so it's not final and you may see some glitches. One of the interesting aspects of the career mode is that you can pick any airport you want as a starting point. Here I'm choosing Chofu near Tokyo in Japan because I'm familiar with it, and I wanted to challenge the simulator and see if it would reproduce a non-Western nation in a believable way. This is not a handcrafted airport, so the reproduction is not perfect, but it's certainly usable, and the ground markings on the runway and taxiways are visibly better than in the original Microsoft Flight Simulator. For some reason, Ajinomoto Stadium is still flat, as it always has been. Luckily, there is a third-party scenery available to fix it, but of course it's not included here. Interestingly, the sign here is indeed in Japanese. It means Reception Chofu. Credit where due for the attention to detail. Same goes for the instructor, who has a believable-ish name for the region and is the correct ethnicity.
Hello there. You must be Giuseppe number 7172, right? Welcome to Chofu. I'm Kenny, the owner of this aero club. Here at the club we provide all the training lessons you need to get started and earn your private pilot license. Then, once you've earned your PPL, you can build up your flight hours and get more experience by taking people out on first flights. But before any of that, let's head outside and take a flight to get familiar with our aircraft and the local surroundings. Welcome to the apron. This is where all our flying adventures begin. Why don't you walk around a bit while I am finishing the pre-flight preparations? Today we will fly a Cessna 172 Skyhawk. It is the main trainer airplane in our flight school. Our Cessna's got a glass cockpit and a 180 horsepower engine, climbs well and is easy to fly. It's one sweet ride. Hey, I'm ready if you are, so hop on and buckle up. Let the good times roll.
We get a glimpse of the new walk-around mode, albeit the click spots aren't functional. As a trainee, you're not supposed to know what you're doing after all. Another point for attention to detail, the aircraft has a realistic Japanese registration number. I love that they nailed this. Now let's get in the plane.
Welcome aboard. While you settle in, let's go over our flight plan. After taking off, we will climb to 1,600 feet above sea level, and then fly over the airport to enjoy the view. Ready? Why don't you start the engine now?
The first mission is very simple. Start the engine, take off with the help of the instructor, and then do a circuit around the airport. It's more or less what you would do in a first flight. It's a good way to help novices familiarize themselves with having some control without overwhelming them.
Perfect. The wind is from 270 degrees direction with a speed of 9 knots, so we will take off from runway none. Okay, let me taxi to the runway.
Now let's enjoy the flight.
Alright, now comes the fun part. After releasing the brakes and applying full power, we will speed up and take off once we reach 60 knots airspeed. We will be climbing at 80 knots. It is the recommended climbing speed for the Cessna Skyhawk. While climbing, we will follow a left-hand traffic pattern and make 2 turns. Don't worry if it sounds overwhelming. I am here to help. Release the parking brakes, otherwise we're not going anywhere. Good. Ready for takeoff? Let's go apply full power. You handle the yoke, and I'll take care of the pedals, steering the aircraft on the runway during takeoff. We have reached 60 knots. Pull the yoke a little bit to lift off. Perfect climbing attitude and speed. I see that you know what you are doing. We are 300 feet above the ground. I will retract the flaps. You keep climbing. We are approaching our first turn. You will see, the Cessna 172 requires very little yoke movement to turn. You can start turning left. Keep climbing and prepare for the next turn.
You can catch a glimpse of Mount Fuji in the distance here. It's actually impressively accurate to what you'd see in an average day in September in terms of visibility. This is a testament to the new photometric lighting.
Okay, turn left again. We are almost there. Remember, we need to climb to 1,600 feet. It will keep us 500 feet above the traffic pattern. I love the weather today. The clouds are beautiful, aren't they?
It is quite the scenic location, and now we have Yokohama in sight, with the eye-rise of the Minato Mirai 21 area, including the landmark tower.
There we are. 1,600 feet above sea level and 500 feet above the traffic pattern. We have safe separation with the other airplanes. Look around. See our airport? Let's fly over it.
The realistic scratching on the windshield as the light filters through is another new feature of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, and it looks great.
Excellent. I know that you're busy navigating and controlling the plane, but don't forget to enjoy the view.
We now have a view of Tokyo in front, with the iconic Skytree clearly visible in the distance.
Well done. I believe you have a talent for piloting. I hope you enjoyed the flight. Let's head back to the ground now.
I'm glad that we flew together today, and this might be the first chapter in your pilot's journey. If you want to embark on it, let's catch up at headquarters. You seem comfortable out there. I'm sure you will get your PPL in no time. There's a laptop in the office showing all the certification information you need for your PPL. Take a look. Here you can see all the specific license certifications you can pass throughout your career. Your first step is to work towards your private pilot license.
After the flight, we get introduced to the career mode proper. The first step is the private pilot license. As you can see, there are many steps that will teach you the basics. It's a good way to gamify tutorials and integrate them with your personal pilot story, encouraging users not to simply skip them. And that's it for this sneak peek at the career mode. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, and perhaps leave a comment. That always helps. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more footage and interviews on Simulation Daily.